Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Fan Perspective. I am your host Nathan Lyle, here with another 2013 NBA Playoff Round 1 recap. This one between the number 5 Memphis Grizzlies and the number 4 Los Angeles Clippers. Game 1, Lob City only had one dunk in the entire game, and it wasn't on a lob. The Clippers played a great all-around game, good defense, great production from the bench, excellent ball movement. They all helped them claim an easy victory. They outperformed Memphis in every area, especially rebounding, and they go on to win 112-91. And in Game 2, the Grizzlies came out much stronger, and they nearly managed to pull the upset, but the Clippers managed to sneak by at the very last second, thanks to a layup by CP3 with 0.1 second left on the clock, and the Clippers win 93-91. And then in Game 3, the series shifted to Memphis, and the crowd seriously seemed to make a difference. Gasol showed us why he was named Defensive Player of the Year, especially in the fourth quarter when the Grizzlies made Lob City look like total shit. Zach Randolph led the charge offensively with his 27 points and 11 rebounds, and Grizzlies managed to win 94-82. And then in Game 4, once again, strong defense prevails as the Grizzlies manhandle the Clippers. Another strong home win. Blake Griffin had 19 points and 10 rebounds. CP3 had 19.6 assists. The only other starter to score a single point was DeAndre Jordan, who only had 2 points. Every single bench player scored a point, though. Jamal Crawford led the way with 12 points, but it just wasn't enough to overcome the stingy Grizzlies. Their starting 5, every single one of them scored double-digit points. Gasol and Zebo led the way with 24 points apiece and combined for 22 boards. Mike Conley added 15 points and 13 assists, and the Grizzlies evened out the series. And then in Game 5, another physical game that saw CP3 lead the way with 35 points. Blake Griffin, who was hobbled with an injury suffered in practice, he was held to just 4 points. And honestly, the Grizzlies didn't do that much better than the Clippers. This game was fairly close, and the Clippers had plenty of chances to grab it. And in the end, the Grizzlies were able to stay strong and finish well. Zebo led the way with 25 points and 11 rebounds, while Gasol had 21 points and Conley had 20. The Grizzlies managed to win this one 103-93. And then in Game 6, Blake Griffin playing through injury, but he was coming off the bench. He only played 14 minutes and had 9 points and 4 rebounds. Lamar Odom started in his place. CP3 led the way with 28 points and 8 assists. Matt Barnes came off the bench to have a team-high 30 points on 6 of 7 from three-point range, and he also added 10 rebounds. It was a very physical game. Saw its share of flagrant and technical fouls, 2 of which were called on CP3 as he was ejected for the first time ever in a playoff game. And I should mention that Zach Randolph also got 2 technicals and got ejected as well in the fourth quarter. And then all 5 of the Grizzlies starters, though, scored in double digits, and so did 2 of their bench players as they showed absolute dominance to close out this series with a 118-105 win. And then a few milestones. All of these things happened over the course of the series, and yes, you're going to be hearing a lot of the same names throughout this thing. Chauncey Billups has now played in 146 playoff games, moving him past guys like Reggie Miller and Hakeem Olajuwon for 35th all-time. His former teammate Tayshaun Prince has now played in over 140 career playoff games. Tony Allen has now played in more than 80 playoff games. Chauncey Billups has now played in over 5,300 playoff minutes and has passed Dirk Nowitzki, Julius Erving, James Worthy, and Reggie Miller to take 30th place all-time. Tayshaun Prince has played in over 4,600 and passes Paul Silas to take 50th all-time. Matt Barnes has now made over 40 playoff three-pointers. Chris Paul has made over 300 field goals for his playoff career. Chauncey Billups has made over 267 career playoff three-pointers and is in 4th place on the all-time list. Tayshaun Prince has made over 100 now. Chauncey Billups has made 785 free throws in the playoffs and is 15th on the all-time list. Tayshaun Prince has made over 250 playoff free throws. Chris Paul has made over 190 playoff three-pointers. Zach Randolph has made over 160 playoff free throws. He also has over 100 offensive rebounds for his playoff career. Lamar Odom has over 700 defensive rebounds for his playoff career. And Tayshaun Prince has over 470. Chauncey Billups has over 420. Caron Butler has over 230. Zach Randolph has over 200. And Lamar Odom now has over 950 total rebounds for his playoff career. Tayshaun Prince has over 690. Chauncey Billups now has 831 career playoff assists and passes John Havlicek for 18th overall. Chris Paul has over 380. Tayshaun Prince has over 340. Chauncey Billups has 148 playoff steals and ties Derek Harper for 39th all time. Tayshaun Prince has over 100. Chris Paul has over 80. Tony Allen and Lamar Odom now have over 70. Caron Butler has over 60. Chauncey Billups now has over 2,500 points for his playoff career. Tayshaun Prince now has over 1,500. Lamar Odom has over 1,400. And Chris Paul got over 800. And so, with the Clippers, yeah, your season's over. But you still got a lot of pieces in place. Questions about the head coach and CP3. But I really don't think they have too much to worry about because this is a great team. And they had so many accomplishments this year. They finished, fourth place. It's pretty fucking high. They won the division for the first time ever in franchise history. 56 wins, which is a franchise record. This is still a team on the rise. I think they did pretty great. There are a few things missing in this matchup, but honestly, this could have easily been a round 2 matchup. The Grizzlies are an amazing fucking team who have a legitimate shot of winning the championship. And so for the Grizzlies, they advance on to the second round where they will play the number 1 seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. And let me just say, I'm going to talk about that in another video.